You're lying in bed, the light just went out. Suddenly, the familiar hallway looks different. Your heart rate spikes, your eyes strain against the shadows. You know you're safe. You know there's nothing under the bed. Yet, your body is screaming at you to run. Why? Think about it. A wolf doesn't fear the night, an owl welcomes it. Even a tiny mouse, vulnerable and small, simply hides. It does not feel existential dread. But humans, we are the apex predators of this planet. We conquer the land, the seas, and the skies. Yet, a simple turned off light switch can reduce us to terrified children. We are the only species that experiences a specific paralyzing terror of the dark. Science has finally figured out why. It is not because we are afraid of the absence of light. It is because of a terrifying truth our ancestors left behind in our DNA. Because thousands of years ago, the night didn't just bring darkness, it brought a very specific type of execution, one that we haven't forgotten. To understand this, we have to look at our eyes. Human vision is an evolutionary masterpiece. We see colors vividly, we track movements across massive distances, but it requires light. When the sun sets, our greatest weapon becomes our greatest liability. It takes the human eye up to 30 minutes to fully adjust to the dark. 30 minutes. For an ancient predator, 30 minutes is an eternity. Large cats had a mirror-like layer in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum. It amplified the moonlight. To them, the night was as clear as dusk. To us, it was a blindfold. When our ancestors gathered around the campfire, they weren't just staying warm, they were drawing a literal line between life and death. If the fire went out, the blindfold went on. But this raises a stranger, darker question. If we are just afraid of ancient predators, why don't we imagine wolves or leopards in our bedroom today? Why does our mind fabricate monsters? Why do we see humanoid shapes, tall shadows, and things that don't belong to nature? The answer lies in a biological glitch called the hyperactive agency detection. Deep in our evolutionary history, nature faced a choice: make humans calm or make humans paranoid. Imagine an ancient human hears a rustle in the bushes at night. If they assume it's just the wind and they stay calm, but it turns out to be a predator, they die. Their genes end right there. But if they assume it's a monster, panic, and run, even if it was just the wind, they survive. You are the descendant of the paranoid. Our brains are hardwired to mistake a harmless shadow for a living threat. It is biologically better to see a ghost that isn't there than to miss a predator that is. So your brain deliberately terrifies you. It projects monsters into the dark to keep you alert, to keep you awake, to keep you alive. But there is one final chilling detail anthropologists discovered. Early humans weren't just hunted by animals. We coexisted with other, larger hominid species. Real, human-like creatures that hunted in the dead of night. Creatures that almost looked like us, but weren't. This is why the shadow in the corner of your room doesn't look like a wolf. It looks like a person. The next time you feel that sudden chill in the dark, the next time your skin prickles and you feel the urge to pull the blanket over your neck, don't ignore it. That isn't a childish phobia. That is a warning system defined over 1,000,000 years of bloodshed. Because remember, you aren't actually afraid of being alone in the dark. You're afraid of not being alone.